1945. The United States has the atomic bomb and raw industrial might. Yet looking across Eastern Europe, Washington knows almost nothing about what the Soviet Union is planning. President Truman realizes the country needs a permanent peacetime spy agency. In 1947, a small group of men are given a mandate to gather intelligence, conduct covert operations, and interfere in foreign affairs to protect American interests. Running a global network of operatives requires immense funding, but asking Congress openly for cash would invite questions the founders cannot answer. Over 4 years, the U.S. pours billions into European recovery. Inside the fine print, 5% of those Marshall Plan funds are secretly diverted to the CIA. That's hundreds of millions of dollars to bankroll their earliest shadow operations. With unlimited funds and zero public oversight, the agency is fully operational. But a bottomless war chest does not automatically create a competent intelligence network against entrenched enemies. In the late 1940s, the Soviet KGB is the gold standard of espionage. When the CIA drops a team of Ukrainian agents into Soviet-held territory, a KGB informant inside the operation feeds every detail to Moscow. The men are killed or captured within days. Internal reports conclude the agency is fatally penetrated. Desperate for a whim, the CIA shifts from gathering intelligence to funding proxy coups. In 1953, they target Iran's democracy, spending over $1 million to orchestrate the overthrow of Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. A year later, they replicate the exact same strategy in Guatemala, using mercenaries and economic pressure to topple President Jacobo Arbenz. This is a repeatable playbook. Relying on double agents, bribes, and mercenaries is brutally messy. These operations are easily infiltrated and plant seeds of chaos that ensure long-term blowback for the United States. The leadership realizes America is failing at hiring deep cover spies. Under planners like Richard Bissell, the CIA stops competing in human tradecraft. Instead, they lean into what American industry does best: building advanced technology. The solution comes from a partnership with Lockheed's Skunk Works. They build a powered glider called the U-2. This spy jet cruises at 70,000 feet, attempting to fly above the reach of Soviet fighters and missiles. The cameras mounted in its belly can photograph objects just 2 feet wide from 13 miles up. By putting a camera in the stratosphere, the agency attempts to replace the vulnerable operative on the ground with a data-gathering machine. The entire method of intelligence collection changes. Decades later, the threat mutates. Following September 11th, the enemy is no longer a static nation-state with industrial targets. Instead, it is a decentralized network of militants hiding deep within the harsh, inaccessible terrain of Afghanistan and Pakistan. Traditional special forces raids are too slow and risky. The agency responds by taking the eye in the sky and arming it. They fit the Predator and Reaper drones with Hellfire missiles. An MQ-9 Reaper can loiter over a target for 24 hours, watching every movement. Because of satellite links, a pilot safely in Nevada can launch precision strikes against a compound thousands of miles away. This satellite imagery compares a plot of land in Abbottabad, Pakistan, from 2004 to 2011. Years of patient surveillance finally allowed analysts to track an elusive target to this specific walled compound, Osama bin Laden. On May 2, 2011, Navy SEAL Team 6 breaches the compound and eliminates the target in a matter of minutes. As leadership watches the operation unfold remotely from Washington, the raid provides massive validation for their intelligence strategy. The drone program was designed to remove the physical risk to American personnel on the ground. By using remote hardware, the CIA can scout, track, and execute targets globally from the safety of a domestic control room. But eliminating a leader does not stop a decentralized network. Al-Qaeda splinters and spreads. The agency now needs to stop attacks before they happen, which means finding threats hidden in plain sight. Through its venture arm, the CIA invests early in a startup called Palantir, led by Alex Karp. It is a direct fusion of Silicon Valley software engineering and national security. The software ingests enormous, chaotic streams of data, phone records, travel logs, and live drone footage, feeding them into a single living map. It cross-references these billions of signals to reveal hidden terrorist cells based on digital patterns no human could track alone. Operations move faster. Targets are located in hours instead of months. When the modern battlefield becomes entirely digital, the ultimate advantage belongs to whoever can process data at massive scale first. Today, the CIA relies on one of the largest classified budgets in U.S. history. It operates less like a network of human spies and more like a tech behemoth running on servers and fiber optics. The focus has shifted away from isolated terror cells and back toward near-peer competitors. Beijing now leads in key intelligence areas, presenting a rivalry far more advanced than the Cold War. This conflict relies on hyper-complex tools, AI surveillance, hypersonic weapons, and quantum communications. The data streams are moving faster than ever. The CIA's pivot was designed to mitigate the physical risk of human operatives by using automation. But in building a surveillance machine of this scale, they have introduced a different kind of vulnerability, a world where a single misinterpreted signal or a code error could trigger a cascade of automated military escalations.